depending on how they adjust the chain over there on that Union plow there, you know, anything that's got a metal arc to it can actually be, you know, just an enchilada, you know. See how, you know, we're already dead from last year, you know, and KIA on the rail. Yeah, it's still alive. Most every engineer knows that, you know, once the boots are actually registered off the moon, you know, Kennedy has to actually bury Houston. It's that bad. You know, there's not much we can do, but, you know, when you are the actual other son of God at synagogue, that works Department of Corrections, law enforcement, fire rescue, and you're the primary archives retrieval, even Cuba Gooding Jr. doesn't actually get to date the women or the fish until actually, you know, De Niro's actually pulling his helmet and his battleship back up on dry dock, trying to figure out how he's cutting it in pieces, peeling it out to Nevada. Then he's going to ship it for welding in Arizona, and load it all in a banger, you know, level of launch. Boat it all right around through the Panama Canal, you know, chip it over, fuel it up, dip it in some oil down there in BP, you know, Gulf, Texas, and, you know, shore it over just off the side of one of them Key West islands down in Florida, you know. He's got himself sucking, you know, oil-dipped, you know, bath body, you know. There's a possibility of an alpha lift up over Africa, you know. They're selling it as, you know, Australian waterfront property in Florida, you know. With the gator juice inside it, you know. You don't even find the shower, you know. Yeah, the tomani, the komani, you know, the tofu special temple, you know, actually, you know, invested in the seaweed to it, but, you know, somebody's got to keep filming, you know, California. But, you know, it's a couple barge loads, it's skid board, you know. It can all be skidded out of here, but, fact is, they got an active pile mound there, right there. They got a real slow job site. It almost has a growth covenant on it because it's Philadelphia Reservoir. You know, to Fort Lewis, because you got that many doctors forward and backward on the radar, the Blakes, the O'Reillys, the Klingers, you know, that many, you know, when you actually, you know, Klinger was Satan to, you know, the Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. Oh, and I was yelling at him, you know, he had the better drip line, you know, with all his outfits, but, you know, getting lost in Dominican territory now and getting caught, you know, just with his, you know, Korean level of dispatch equipment being sent back to him, you know, Colombian snake pattern, you know. You never know what the Sutherlands will actually plan. You know, you got that many, you know, celebrities in and out of here off the Sutherland viewpoint, just throwing a stone potato, you know, from Wyoming. You know, you get a petrified, that's Pinky. You get a petrified, you know, potato, you know, it actually comes back to Jurassic weather grade, you know. Predates Fabergé actually getting into the Jurassic research with Spielberg and, you know, wire clamps. You get that many different film crews. And they all invested in Tri-State Tactical because, you know, it had USO validation, you know. It was scouted from right off of Fort Lewis McCord. You know, they gave it pack codes, followed it into Oregon, followed it back. They know for a fact they got caught in that many doors. They tried to purge the system and started somewhere else. You know, that's actually a dolphin boot right there. When you lift this up off Elizabeth's hand, right there was buried right at the base there. Came over to here, that gave them another option on the very gear tooth. Lifted it up in the basket, gives you one more wind off those there, that there, to where actually this here, almost like on a small roller boat, those that ever went into rail assist, you know, just a smaller hand, which was your loading cart to your hand, where for just getting, you know, your wheels or your axles or things. You actually had a little smaller deal there that would actually do just harness loads, and there was a smaller rail, almost a vessel hand, like battleship-wise, for just some of your ballast hands, moving just off the rail. But, you know, this here pulls back, gives you that power line right there, your wind box out to that peg. That's your dolphin boat right there. with just a calibrated hand with a Korean load point and a slide plate, but you get a dolphin plate like that. That's home plate. The bishop just going to the 4 point. But also those that have actually done bar bending. Some of them very had just some of the old wood logs like these. Once you get them wet enough, you can actually tweak them things out. Getting them in. Setting that first bow length of it. Okay. That happens all the time, but the shopping cart came from Miller Paint Store. They gave it out. It came down. I think it goes with this jacket and those two life preservers that came up with the dog dishes there, the pencils. Now, but you get your Odessa. Hey Laura, how you doing? Come on.
Bye.
What is all that?
Just motherboards. Actual motherboards. So going to different little intricate look artistic motherboards. This one here actually goes with the razor. You get the geophysics, but there's more to clear shoot this way. This is that $10,000 tire. Goodrich, they came down with that ballast rack and they had on the assembly, which currently just resting in the St. Vincent dolly piece they gave me there. This here all gets lifted up, taken to an eagle hand, those that do eagle and mountainside hill placements. This here gets just tied in, gives a small recluse level upon some hiker path to where you have a good eagle garnet. It's been urinated on by both I, Satan, and the Archangel, Archive and Angelic Defense Minister, an Angel Toil, facet mind, Geminologist. Which is not really, but Geminology, they call it demonism, because the diamond, the facet, the grade, the cut, the field. When you use polarity cables to actually set your Vaseline pocket, you're dropping in, then going out parachuting and hitting from there, knocking minerals across the earth is an amazing, pool table. A lot of people don't know how it's actually done in a British gauntlet with Colombian and Egyptian, Korean, weather blasted from one atomic plume to the other, and just dividing their oil rings, knowing exactly where to set your ballast, you get bloatfish, it comes up off the algae there, you get a nice little deal, that gets scooped up, chomped out, laid out. You feed every part of oceanography, which is the same thing as geological physics, used, man-made, manual handled. You get into mantle, skim. Somebody that's actually down there using the old Jock Stowe wires and weapons. You're lowering blast, barrels down with cable just because you want to actually set it down. Say you had the Titanic, right? Like so. You have your 4 powers, primary. Now, you're dropping your barrels way down here, because, for a fact you have power gain. By running your cables down, you can actually set down. Those that actually have subs, they run cargo nets out, wired nets that were just weaved, sit down. All they do is actually hook down and drop down. Once you actually sit down like that, you drop down your power. All you got is a nice hot mat, and that thing is just polarity like that. then you just start dropping your load, you know, down. You got different deal. But, you know, those that get into like a 520 project, and you got your drilling platform right there, a couple environmental ballast and earth hands, your earth round, your pipe tube, you know, for drilling hand, you know, and you're just lowering down a dive scupper for oceanography, which is weather spread, which goes out just to a you know, super large tanker to where it's actual you know, ballast hand actually winches up where it's at, so it's almost like a flat bottom with pontoons, and you got your winch directly there. You know, using you know, an oil tanker, an old recycled oil tanker, with that big of a winch, running your power, your wind, your generator, plus your balloons up, you know, and you're able to actually lower that platform. You get greater harness, and those guys are able to actually put the shift in, you know, 3-ply shim. Just for the ballast scupper. It's like actually having a slim car pin, what they call a shim lock, you know, just you know, goes right underneath it. Michael Brown, resurrected American, died stateside in service. Yeah, well, they just lifted it wrong in that gear. You can still actually feel the very jelly. Every now and then they swing the whole pendulum of time back, and you just feel your gut. Although no physical gut wounds. I got a couple burn marks on this side from my, you know, Jeremiah's pretty much cigar with that, you know, a Spanish Marine man, you know, and, you know, probably a Madison level, Spaniard, you know, custodial hand. You know, your Saddam Hussein level, you know, you can't even say it was. You know, I bet it could have been, you know. Him down there, just a Texas man, invested in it as well. Damn ugly hand, and you know, halfway back then, but yeah, he showed us skivvies, took the very noose as well, you know. We got Ben Laudem as well. So everybody ended up cheesecloth on it, and it's a mean ravine, you know, because they can't believe it. They don't have any recollection of being killed, but the film, so, you know, whether it was ad-lib to us or not, we don't know. That's my little hand. I gotta get this here done so I can actually be off this rail. Oh, let me run over there. Be right back.